At a gathering with friends, my husband, a highly respected university professor, suddenly dropped to his knees before me. His voice trembled as he spoke the unthinkable.
Sarah, Mia's heart is a perfect match with yours. She needs the transplant immediately.
For a moment, I was struck completely dumb, yet somehow I wasn't surprised. But a person only has one heart.
I'll contact the best surgeons in New York to fit you with a state-of-the-art artificial one.
Arthur, I am 3 months away from my due date.
We can always have another baby. Let's just give this one up for now.
While I sat there, paralyzed by the sheer cruelty of his words, a girl's crisp, melodic laughter rang out from across the room.
Happy April Fool's, Professor! Your heart isn't actually a match, Sarah. I was just messing around. I can't believe you actually went and begged your wife, Professor.
The tense atmosphere in the room instantly evaporated into boisterous laughter. Our friends began to tease him.
That was a cruel joke, Mia. You put Arthur in an impossible position.
If Mia told me we were a match, I bet Arthur would have dragged me onto the operating table himself.
Amidst the laughter, I was the only one sitting dead silent on the sofa. I rested a hand over my rounded belly, my heart slowly turning to ash. Arthur had never once been angry with Mia. To him, this frail, sickly student of his was a fragile porcelain doll that needed constant protection. But this time, he stood up, his face uncharacteristically dark. The crowd belatedly quieted down. After a suffocating silence, someone whispered to Mia,
Don't joke too far. You know how protected the professor is for Sarah.
Series first started at Columbia University. A colleague made an off-color joke about Sarah, and Arthur put him in the hospital.
Hearing this, Mia froze. Tears instantly welled up in her doe-like eyes. She reached out, gingerly tugging at the hem of Arthur's shirt.
I'm so sorry, Professor. It's April Fool's. I just wanted to play a little prank.
When Arthur remained silent, she turned her pitiful gaze to me, sniffing delicately.
Sarah, I didn't mean any harm. If you're angry, you can yell at me. I'll take it.
Oh, come on. She's just a straightforward girl. She spoke without thinking.
Yeah, Arthur. She's been your star student for 3 years. You even dedicated your recent thesis to her. You can't let a silly April Fool's joke ruin that.
Arthur's expression finally softened.
Don't ever make a joke like that again.
Mia nodded eagerly. Then he turned to me, a hint of guilt flashing in his eyes.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I should have verified it before coming to you for a favor.
A favor. He casually reduced demanding my heart and my unborn child's life to a simple favor, but this wasn't the first time. Whenever it came to Mia, the usually rational, fiercely logical Professor Arthur Davies became hyper-emotional and inexplicably blurred the lines. On Christmas Eve, he had driven 300 miles through a blizzard to Boston just because she texted him that her stomach hurt. When I questioned him, he simply sighed.
Her health is fragile, Sarah. I was worried something terrible had happened.
Yet when I, his wife, sat alone in our home, 5 months pregnant, waiting up for him all night in pain, he wasn't worried. When my violent fetal movements left me in agonizing, breathless pain, he wasn't worried. Through my morning sickness, my contractions, my edema, and my hair loss, he wasn't worried. With me, he was always as cold and pragmatic as a machine.
Sarah, creating a life is naturally difficult. You just have to endure it until the baby is born.
When the hormones made me irritable or depressed, he dismissed it as female hysteria, threw out a few half-hearted platitudes, and locked himself in his study. Every single time I had to swallow my despair to avoid disturbing his work. Yet, the crowning achievement of his career, a research paper that took him 5 grueling years to complete, featured Mia's name on the very first line of the acknowledgments, an undergraduate student who had absolutely no professional contribution to the work. By the time I found out, it was already making headlines. In the interview video, Arthur looked into the camera with a soft, affectionate smile.
In my 5 years of teaching, Mia might not be the most gifted student I've ever taught, but she is unequivocally the most resilient. I thank her for walking into my life. She gave me the courage to continue my research.
Last week, I accidentally dropped my favorite vase. It shattered into a dozen pieces. When Arthur saw it, he didn't even blink. He just calmly asked the housekeeper to sweep it up. But that vase was irreplaceable. It was one we had sculpted and fired together in Italy during the most passionate year of our marriage. He had once held it up, looking deeply into my eyes, and solemnly declared it would be our family heirloom.
Let me glue it back together,
I had whispered, squatting on the floor with trembling hands, trying to gather the fragmented pieces of our memories. He frowned and pulled me up by my arm.
It's just a cheap vase, Sarah. Let it go.
My eyes welled with tears, but his gaze simply dropped to my stomach.
Is the baby making you act out again?
I tried to comfort myself. He's a rational man. I thought it's normal for him not to care about sentimental trinkets. But that night when I brought a plate of fruit into his study, my eyes fell upon a locked, transparent display case on his desk. Inside sat a cheap $20 fountain pen from a local stationery store, a gift from Mia. At that moment, it felt as though a bucket of ice water had been poured directly over my head. We had the worst fight of our marriage. I completely lost it. I grabbed a paperweight, smashed the glass case, and threw the cheap pen into the trash can. But the very next second, Arthur scrambled to fish it out, cradling it in his hands as if it were a priceless treasure. When he finally looked at me, his eyes were brimming with disgust and impatience.
Go look in the mirror, Sarah. Look at yourself. You look like a mad woman. You broke the damn vase yourself today, so what exactly are you blaming me for now?
Swear on the Bible that you hadn't developed feelings for Mia. If you had, they would both rot in hell!
Arthur, a staunch man of science, actually hesitated. It took him a long time to finally speak.
Yes, I am tempted by her.
The words struck me like a physical blow.
But we haven't crossed the line and we never will. So you can drop the wronged wife act.
Tears streamed down my face. He sighed, stepping forward to gently smooth down my messy hair.
Sarah, we've been together for 11 years. There's no freshness left. To be brutally honest, kissing you feels like my upper lip was on my lower lip. Sometimes I even regret that we eloped to Vegas the second we turned 18. Back then, I didn't know that 10 years later I would fall for someone else.
He was the one who bought out the city's fireworks just to make me smile when we were young. Now he was the one looking down on me, casually discussing his change of heart.
Mia has a lively personality. She's not dull and suffocating like you. She likes to goof off. She likes watching cheesy romance movies. She loves feeding stray cats by the road. You used to do those mundane things too, but when she does them, I just find her incredibly endearing. I can't control my heart flutter.
Finally, he lit a cigarette. His tone was gentle, yet unimaginably cruel.
As long as you want it, the position of Mrs. Davis will always be yours. But you have to accept the reality. She is the only one in my heart now.
After that night, I spiraled into an endless cycle of breakdowns and internal torment. I cried until my eyes were swollen shut. I tried to detach myself emotionally. I tried pretending I didn't care when he came home late, when he missed my prenatal checkups, when he took Mia to Hawaii for a research trip. But I was only lying to myself. And today, when he knelt in front of all our friends, begging me to carve out my heart for Mia and abandon our 6-month-old baby, I finally realized something: this marriage was completely, utterly meaningless.